Now the second path to success is planning and education. Who here knows who Abraham Lincoln is? Show of hands. All right, he was the 16th president of the United States. He freed the slaves with the Emancipation Proclamation, won the Civil War, arguably one of our most successful presidents. What did he say about planning and education? He said, education is the most important activity that anyone can engage in. In order to reach your goals, you have to have a plan. You have to know what it takes. But in order to know what it takes, you have to have an education. Take a look at Lincoln's life. He was born in a log cabin in Kentucky. His parents had no education. In fact, his parents wanted him to work. He only had 1 year of formal education in his life. But he knew education was so important, he taught himself. He taught himself to become a lawyer, took the law exam, and became a lawyer after educating himself. And you know the rest of the story. He ultimately became a very, very successful president. And who did Lincoln inspire, whose story is similar? Everybody knows President Barack Obama? What is Barack Obama's story? His father was an immigrant from Kenya. His family did not have any money. He got an education, went to Harvard Law School, became a lawyer, and now is arguably one of the most successful presidents as well. This shows you that education is one of the few things that can allow you to determine your destiny. It allows you to open doors that otherwise would not be there. You have to understand that there are a lot of people out there who have doors open for them. You know, all of us here, we all come from immigrant families. You know, no one's going to give us a handout. No one is just going to open the door for us. And so we have to open it ourselves. And education and understanding what it takes to become successful is what will open the door for you. Now that you have the education, now you have to plan for your success. And there are two types of planning. There's long-range planning, and then there's short-range planning. Long-range planning. How are you going to reach your goal? If you want to become a lawyer, you're going to go to college, then you're going to go to law school, you may do an internship, and then you're going to get a job in the law office. If you want to become a doctor, you go to college, go to medical school, you study for the MCAT, for the exams, then you go to residency, and then you become a physician. The best way to do long-range planning is to find a mentor. Find somebody who has achieved the success that you want to achieve, and ask them, how did you do it? What steps did you take to reach your goals? People in accomplished positions usually love to give advice to students coming up behind them. We want you to learn from the mistakes that we've made. We want you to be successful. So don't be shy. Go out and find a mentor. Go out and find somebody who's achieved that success that you want to achieve. And ask them exactly how did they do it. Now the second type of planning is short-range planning. Day-to-day planning. And what I want you guys to try and do is to create what are known as to-do lists. On a day-to-day basis, what are the activities that you need to accomplish? Create a list of activities on a day-to-day basis. What would I like to get done? After you come home from school, you guys each have 4 or 5 subjects that you need to do homework for. Write it out. What are you going to do first? What are you going to do second? What are you going to do third? The good thing about to-do lists is they tell you what your priorities are. What is most important to you? And when you have this list of priorities, it's not easy to get distracted. Okay? I want student, to stand up and tell me, how would you plan and how would you get educated? I want somebody to just describe the second path. Gentleman in the Cal Poly sweater. Please. Stand and tell us your name. Give him a round of applause. Yeah, please.
I'm Daniel.
This is Daniel.
Yeah. I use to-do lists a lot because I forget a lot of things. So usually, well, probably my first quarter, there's a lot of things you have to do, like, you know, laundry. I mean, you're by yourself, you know. So I guess homework does come first, and so, you know, I list like things I have to do, like tomorrow. I have long-term goals, like, so I have long essays to do 2 weeks from now. So I put that in, like, you know, kind of watch out like area. But like I find things to do like every day on the hour, and then after that, I just like, I don't know, I stretch it out into like how much I need to get done every day. Because like I've always, you know, procrastinated through high school, and that kills me. I have to stay up all night to do things, and you can't do that in college. I mean, because then you say, oh, well, I'll just skip class today. You skip class, you don't know the lecture. Then the next thing you know, oh, your test is going to be bad now because you weren't there for lecture. So you kind of have to plan that out. So I do a little bit every day instead of doing everything.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So we talked a lot about how to-do lists have affected his life. And he said to-do lists don't just have to be about homework. You have other responsibilities. Some of your chores. Taking care of family members. These all fall into to-do lists, and they can organize your life.